What's up, everybody? Episode 28 of Iron Minds. Trey Griggs, Hayden Allred. Proverbs 27:17 is iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. Let's go. Hayden, what's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Good morning. I'm wonderful.
We're here. We were just talking about this. This is episode 28, everybody. 28, which means that this is 6.5 months of doing this show every month, every Monday morning. Congrats, bro. It's big time.
Likewise. It's been great. I've had a lot of fun with it.
All from an idea that you had, you know? Hey, let's do a workout podcast. Like, all right, we did it. So here we are, episode 28. Yeah.
It's
cool. It's cool.
It is cool.
How was your weekend?
It was great. Dude, okay, so I gotta highlight one moment in particular. So obviously it was Carson's second birthday, so we had
very cool.
Blew it out yesterday, had a lot of fun. Got a million pictures that I haven't uploaded or even I didn't even feel like talking about. I was trying to be like as present as possible yesterday. But this weekend, Jameson, I don't know, she had a game Saturday. Soccer season. She had this I've never seen it before, in like super intense focus from the time she stepped onto the field to warm up to the very end. I'm talking like wild, un-F-withable. Like I've never seen her like this, but she was defending on the backside, making sure ball stays away from their end of the field, essentially, right? I don't know the positions in soccer. Sport makes no sense to me.
As Robert Bain would say, nobody cares about soccer.
Dude, she had to have made contact with the ball 40 to 50 times. And I don't think I watched the entire game. My mom came to watch the baby, so I got to watch the entire game, which is something that you take for granted when you're always having to watch, take kids and mess with kids. And anyway, dude, every time she touched the ball, I'm talking 100% contact. Like, there was no shank. I've never seen, like, she's always pretty good, but like, she was on another level. Anyway, a ball got through. She from, I guess it would be about the 50-yard line, smokes it, sends it over the entire crowd of 12 girls in front of her, puts it in an upper 90 in this goal, and the entire place erupts because it was such a crazy kick. And Jameson did, like, dude, just to see her light up the way she did, she did the most epic, like, celebration, like, full-blown soccer, Messi, full sprint around the outside of the field with the arms out. Just, it was, didn't have my camera out, but I got to experience it, like, from start to finish. So it was really cool to see. It was one of those really unique moments.
That's awesome. And moments like those, man, it's so good to capture those moments and, be there. That's so cool. How old is she?
9.
Just locked in. So like a critical moment in like an athlete, or just a young woman coming into her own. Those moments of affirmation are like super confidence. Like, Yep.
Man, I did that. It was.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
You should ask her. You should have been like, hey, what were you thinking out there? What was going through your mind? See what she would say about that.
I'm now inspired to go get like a real camera. Like, I think I want to get one for the family so I can like take action shots of the kids playing, because I never got a ton of those, and I love action shots of like you doing your thing. It's really cool.
That's awesome.
How about you, dude?
That's awesome. Man, we had a good weekend, man. It was a great weekend. What did we do this weekend? Gosh, when you get older, you forget about like things you do. It's just crazy, Saturday. So Saturday was a big day for the old. So I'm building a garden wall, all right, and I built 140 linear feet of garden wall. Max height is about 30 inches. Most of it's about 18 inches tall, something like that. So not a tall wall, but the linear feet's the hard part of the garden wall because you got to get it all level. So anyways, got the garden wall built. And then I went and bought the caps that go on the top to make it look nice. And I had to go and I had to glue all the caps down, which may not sound like a big deal, but I had to lift up every cap, put the glue down, put the cap back down. And then occasionally when there's bins, I had to cut the caps to make the bin look right. So I had to cut the caps, glue them on, put them on there. So 140 20-pound blocks I had to lift, move over, and put glue down and put it back on. So my back got a really good workout on Saturday. Was pretty painful the rest of the weekend for that. But it was good. My wife and I tried to plow through 1883, the prequel to Yellowstone, because we like that series. We want to check that out. So we spent a lot of time together just watching TV, which kind of sounds unproductive, but at the same time, my wife's love language is quality time. And so sitting on the couch watching a show, actually, it's like how I speak love to her. It's kind of weird. Even if I'm watching a Hallmark movie, which is not much fun, but they're coming up. We got Christmas movies coming up here soon. So did that, and that was fun. And of course, yesterday church and just relaxed and rested, cleared my mind. Here's something interesting. Saturday morning, 4:30 Saturday morning. 4:30 Saturday morning, I woke up. I had all these ideas. One for a client, others for us internally, and I couldn't get rid of them. And so I just woke up and I went in and started working. I put in probably 3 hours of work on Saturday morning before everybody woke up because I had all these ideas that came. I would say it's awesome, but when inspiration strikes.
I was gonna say pure inspiration fueled. You gotta let it rip, right?
That's right. Yeah, totally. Gotta let it rip. So did that. Friday night, the girls went to local football game with some friends, so we got a little date night on Friday night as well. So that was cool.
Nice. Yeah, we got a date night last night as well. Mom took the kids for Carson's birthday. All the little stayed there, so me and Taylor got to have a Perry's dinner.
Nice.
Nice. That was great.
Nice. Hey, we have a comment. Who do you think it is?
It's got to be Scott.
Of course, it's the Freight Sensei, Scott Watanabe.
I didn't even turn around. I didn't even turn around to look.
You don't even have to.
That's one of those things you can hang your hat on.
Staple. That's right. Staple. First one in the comments every time, which is awesome. Hey, everybody, listen up. We got some new Iron Mind swag. You got to know about this. So I got
to get it.
We got water bottle. We got t-shirts. We got tank tops. I need to send you a tank top, bro. I got to do that. So send you one here soon. And listen, we got a new coupon code. It's SPOOKY, all capital letters, SPOOKY. 20% off your entire order in the month of October because it is spooky season, everybody. Also, just to let you know, we have Jason's in the comments too. What's up, Jason? Good to see you, buddy. We also have the Tough Mudder coming up October 29th. Dude, are you excited about this or what? This is Tough Mudder number 2 for the crew. And anybody in Dallas can join us still. All they got to do is go to, let me see if I got it right. I got to change the banner. It's actually,
I'm going to get shirts made moving forward.
What kind of shirts are you going to make, dude?
For each one, we're going to have a huge QR code on our shirt. And several times throughout, we're just going to post it in front of the camera and be like, QRS.
Right.
Tough Mudder, sign up.
Everybody, link. QRS, that's right. Yep, Tough Mudder coming up. You know what? I've been thinking about this Tough Mudder, just getting ready for it. And now that I know what to expect because we had the last one, these things are really, honestly, more of a mental challenge than anything else. Like, yeah, there's the physical part. We got to be in decent shape. But come race day, it's all mindset.
Yeah, because I mean,
those obstacles.
Because candidly, like there were some things that I had expectations of what it was going to be like compared to what it was.
Yeah,
you have way more rest time than you think you're going to get. So as long as you can recover in a fairly quick manner from a medium intensity event, like you get lots of breaks. If we're being honest, right? Like it's not like you ran an Ironman where it's nonstop. You're going to hit obstacles where there's a line. So you're going to sit there catching your breath, waiting for 24 people to do their thing. There's a lot of team obstacles where there's no way to speed through it. Like it's going to require slow and steady. So like don't second guess yourself. Like it's not as extreme as you're probably perceiving.
Right.
But definitely, if you're in a little bit of shape, it's going to make life easier.
The one thing too that made it easy was running together. It's like It's like the military. When you run together and you're talking or you're laughing or you're doing something, you don't even actually realize that you're running.
Exactly.
You know, hey, Scott's rocking the gray tank, buddy. Love it. Take a picture, send it to us. We love it. So good, man. So good. Yeah, so it's just more of a mental challenge, and I'm just like gearing myself up for the mud. Can't wait for the obstacles. That was my favorite part, is the obstacles. And
Like,
just being
look
with you guys, man.
forward to getting uncomfortable and gross and just kind of like embrace it. And it really does make it like this very different experience.
That's right. Chris Mayberry, Jordan Bell, John and Raquel Packets. I wonder if Diana Guzman is going to show up for this one. I need to reach out to her and ask her. She was wanting to do this one. I don't know if she's going to make it or not. We'll have to see. And if anybody from Dallas, you know, listen, hey, if you're in the Dallas area and you want a little challenge, we have 3 weeks. It's not time to get out and get a little running in, get a little workout.
You absolutely could.
Totally could. It's not nearly as much as we originally thought. That's for sure. That is for sure.
But don't get me wrong. By the last, dude, that last eighth of the course, or that last 2 miles.
Yeah.
Actually, it wasn't really the second to last mile. It was really that last mile. If your body's not used to that long of enduring something that physically strenuous, no matter what you're like, it started. Yeah.
yeah. I remember we hit 8 mile mark. We had 1 mile to go, and I was like, I felt, you know, you got a lot of muscles in your leg, but you don't realize it until one of them like starts to just go crazy and spasm. So I remember this part of my quad right here. Every time I would run, every step, it was like firing, just like cramping up. And it's pretty.
I had a knife in my side that last mile, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I'm also looking for. I had a lot of fun helping people over the wall. I don't know why, but like it was a lot of fun. That was very strenuous on my my back as well doing that, but it was fun.
Well, and that was a problem for me because I'm such a little guy. You know, and some of those guys were like 200 pounds, you know, 220, and we're holding on to them and trying to pull them up to where they can get a grip and come over the wall. And there were times where, I mean, I don't know if you remember this, but all those other guys that were helping us left us. So there were times where it was just like you and I, or a couple times I was pulling out myself, which I'm just too small for that, you know, 170 pounds, I'm too small. Can't do that. So it's pretty rough. But mentally, it's all about getting ready for the challenge. Been listening to David Goggins. That'll do it for you. Man, talk about a guy that just talk about mindset. My goodness. Like I still can't think. I cannot figure out how his mindset shifted like it did. To go from being overweight and out of shape to running ultra marathons, 100-mile races. He ran. I read an interview. He ran 800 milers in a row, weekends. 8 weekends in a row, 100 milers. Like how? I don't know how you do that, man. I don't know how you do that.
I don't know.
A lot of times people will do a 100 miler, you know, enough to take a month off.
Well, last time I checked, or when I learned this, I don't know if it's still the case, but he was the only person to do, I think, 2 consecutive Navy SEAL Hell Weeks in a single year.
Yeah.
I mean, if have you listened to his book on Audible? Like, have you?
No, I've not.
Have you read
it?
See
the author? No, I haven't. See the voiceover?
You need to. I would download that and listen to that one. Because at the end, he doesn't narrate it, but at the end of every chapter, you get a David Goggins personal like breakdown of that from him. Dude, you know what? I've got like 6 credits in Audible. I'm gonna gift you one. You're gonna listen to that. One's on me.
That's awesome, dude.
You'll enjoy that. Listen.
Yeah.
So, like, on that real quick, I think we've talked about this. I'll do a quick touch. Are you familiar with the dream he had that kind of kickstarted a lot of this?
No.
So he had a dream, and he was in line waiting for admission at the pearly gates, and he notices that God's sitting people down one by one at like a table doing like this like peer review almost, and then whatever. Well, it gets to his turn, he sits down. God pulls out this plan and this list of just major accolades and just incredible feats and human accomplishments. And basically, it's got his name up there, and David's like, "Nah, you got the wrong guy. I don't know who this is." And his dream, God in his dream said, "No, this is who I created you to be." But basically, because you're not going to seek out that life better for yourself or whatever, like you're stuck. It's like, but this is who I designed you to be. And apparently that was kind of one of those defining moments in his life too. And the way he tells it, obviously, it's much more. It's a kind of a journey, that dream. But
yeah,
long story short, it's a good one.
Wow. That, hearing a story like that really makes you contemplate. To really think through. What am I doing?
Yeah.
And there's a balance, right? Because you can take that to the extreme.
For sure.
And that's not. And the vision that he has for his life is not the vision that everyone has for their life. But it makes you think, what is it that God created me to do or to be that I'm not in tune with, or not, Have you ever heard the story of the Alca Indians and the 5 missionaries that went to Ecuador to try to reach that tribe back in the 1950s? You ever heard that story?
Don't recall. Don't sound.
All right. So let me tell you the story real quick while you're rocking it over there. So there's 5 missionaries who went to Wheaton College, Bible College, back in the 1950s, and they became aware of these Indian tribes down in South America that were reclusive, totally isolated, and savages, just killing anybody who came near them, killed inside, had the highest homicide rate of any known tribe at that time. And these guys just had a heart for trying to reach them with the gospel, knowing it was going to be dangerous potentially, but they just felt like, hey, we gotta give this a shot. One of them was a pilot, Nate Saint. So these guys in 1957, in between the rainy seasons, during the dry season, when they could land their plane on the sandbar down in Ecuador, they find this tribe. They land, they go, and they make contact with this tribe for the first time, like just trying to communicate, trying to reach them, whatever. After
they could be met with immediate hostility.
They weren't met with immediate hostility. There was some friendliness going on by some of them that came out, but then there was miscommunication in the tribe, and they accused these guys of coming in and trying to take advantage of them and things like that. And then one time when they went back, the tribe came out and killed all 5 of them, speared them to death, killed them. And it just looked like, wow, what a waste. These young guys in their 20s with young families, wives, gone. All of them gone. But the rest of the story is one of the wives and one of the sisters of one of the missionaries started to work with a local village where one of the ladies had left that village to became this one, and they started learning the language. And then they ended up making contact with the tribe, and the tribe invited them to come and live with them. And so they actually went in, lived with this tribe, started translating the Bible into their language, started taking care of them, giving them haircuts and making clothes for them and all these things for them. And one by one, this tribe, everyone came to know Jesus Christ through the gospel, transformed the entire tribe. All of them
wild.
Became God followers, and then started going to the other tribes locally to tell them about the gospel and sharing the gospel with them. And the son of the pilot, Steve Saint, the son of the pilot, ended up living with them. And one of the men who killed his dad, he calls him Menkai, grandpa. Like they love each other, man. Like they're close, they're family. And it's like the power of the gospel. But those 5 guys had this vision. They went and did it, and it cost them their life. But it's like, that's who God designed them to be. That's what God created them to be. That was their mission in life. And I think that's the thing, is we have to look at it and go, what is our mission in life? What is it that God would have us to do? It's not going to be the same for everybody, but we got to embrace that and go all in with that.
People think about miracles. Sometimes they think about like conjuring superhuman strength to move something to save a life, but like doing what they did, that's a miracle, right?
It's unbelievable. The story is unbelievable, But they embraced that. They walked into that, and that's what David Goggins did. Is he had this vision for what his life could be, and he embraced it. And sometimes, I'll tell you what, this is my thought, Hayden. I don't think that we take enough time to get away from all of the distractions and the noise to really think and to allow God to speak to our soul, allow God to just speak to us in the quietness and the stillness of life. Man, that's critical. We just don't unplug to do that, you know?
Yes, it's something I'm learning through my own kind of journey right now, because that's what this is you have to do things with intention when it comes to that. I heard this interesting thing. I think E.T. said it. He's like, some of y'all are just good people walking through the day expecting good things to happen just because you're good, you're expecting that everything else should be good because of that. And it's like, that's not intention. That's not how that works. Maybe some people are that exception and at the right place at the right time and hit a big break. But like, ultimately, that's not how life works. It's the same thing like a relationship with God. If you really want to go deeper and to learn more about yourself or have questions answered, it's like you really do have to like break the chain from this world of just never-ending stimulus of distraction and short-term self-centered consumerism. You know what I'm saying? It's like you really have to step aside and look for that. And I highly encourage that.
Yeah, it's something that I was talking to Brian Curie on my podcast on Standing Out one day, and he was talking to me about how he takes 2 hours every week and he just goes and gets away from technology, and he takes a pad, piece of paper and a pen, and he just sits and he writes what comes to mind. Sometimes he writes a lot, sometimes he doesn't write much at all, but he just sits and he lets his mind have that margin for air, that margin for just thinking, as opposed to always having to be on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what? That's actually pretty cool to do that.
Man, I'm honestly like, I can tell because a good indicator of kind of where you stand in recovery wise, if you worked out recently, is your grip strength.
Yeah.
If you don't have it, your central nervous system is really not recovered yet. And I've been working out pretty consistently the past few days, getting some solid runs in and lifts in.
We had a good workout on Monday last week. That's a HIIT workout.
Sure did.
A little better this time than the last time.
I was a little prepared.
A little more prepared this time. And thanks to our friends over at Sims Global Solutions for letting Samantha and I join Chris Woods there. That was a cool workout facility. You would have liked it.
It really was. I loved it.
It had a 40-yard, turf section. Yep. It had sleds. It had a lot of upper body, like ninja style workout stuff. The monkey bars actually went up and down, almost more like what we experienced in Tough Mudder. I was excited about that. A lot of weights. The bench had an area up on top with all the treads. Had about 9 punching bags, so they could do like a punch class if they wanted. Like, it was cool, man. It's really cool. Shower facilities right on site.
I was a big fan. They did it right. They built a truly athletic facility.
Yeah, that place was cool. That place was awesome. I gotta cut out a little early today. I got a call at 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern. Early call this morning, so I got to go take that call, and then I get to go up to my daughter's school today and lead worship during chapel. So I'm excited about that.
Nice.
I'm going to be playing All My Fountains by Chris Tomlin, it's a new one, and I'm going to be playing Trading My Sorrows by Daryl Evans, an old one, a classic, oldie but a goodie.
So good. My kids are out today.
Yep, Columbus Day. A lot of public schools are. Private schools, not so much. Our kids are out Thursday, Friday. Got to figure out what we're going to do with them out this week because I'm working, so I may take some time off on Thursday and Friday and spend a little time with them. Should be fun. Maybe take them to breakfast or something. Should be good.
That'd be good. Hey, if you need something at home, step up your game. Go get you a wooden dowel out of your closet. Something that's just holding up a bunch of shirts and clothes you don't even wear anymore. Get rid of those. Take that dowel down. Make you a good old-fashioned wrist roll. This is such like a – I remember, dude, it's so nostalgic. We did so many of these in baseball growing up, and I feel like I never see people doing these.
Oh, so you're
really,
doing this. Yes.
yeah, so we gotta get it off the ground. And like if you
Yeah.
do it really intentionally,
Yeah.
like you're really using
Yeah.
those muscles, dude. Just start at 10 pounds, bro. It will ruin you.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Nice. Look at that. Hey, speaking of which, we got rid of clothes this week. This is crazy. This is stupid. We took 5 bags of clothes to the local thrift store. We dropped them off. 5 bags. Who needs so many clothes?
Dude, we live in a world of excess.
We are. Dude, that's the
It
truth, man.
happens so fast.
Yep, that's the truth. All right, I got one more set of push-ups here, and then we're calling it. Toughmudder.com/events/Dallas if you want to join our team, everybody. Especially if you're in Dallas. Dude, you need to round up some more folks down there, bro.
Putting the word out. You know what it is? People are doubting themselves. They know they want to do it. I'm just ready for another Sean. What's his last name? The speaker.
Oh, yeah.
Last name.
Yeah. I can't.
Dude. I loved every minute of that pre-game, pre-race start speech we all had. That was a lot of fun.
Sean Corvell.
There we go. I was going to say, is it Corvette? Sean Corvell. Yeah, dude. That guy will get you going. He'll get the heart going.
Yeah, he will. All right, we're getting some muscles here. Little shoulders there, not bad. What do you think? There we go. Just a little bitties. I got little bitties.
Oh, bro, I'm telling you, we're gonna get you a sleeve month, your own personal sleeve month, so it lives in the closet.
All right, everybody, listen. Hey, Proverbs 27:17 says, "As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another." That's what this is all about. We're sharpening each other. Find a partner out there that you can sharpen, you can work out with, you can hold accountable. Make sure you get your mind right, get your body right. Have a killer week. Don't forget, everybody, we got some nice shirts and water bottles on sale. Use that coupon code SPOOKY. If you're in the Dallas area, consider joining us October 29th for the Iron Minds Tough Mudder Charity Challenge. Super excited about that. Gonna have a great time with that. Man, hey, I appreciate you, bro. Thanks for showing up.
Likewise.
Thanks for holding me accountable, making me better. Let's get after this week. Have a great week, man.
You as well, brother.
Peace. Bye.